hurtling down a snow-covered ramp at speeds well over 60 miles an hour, jumping off the edge and launching into the air, then landing 2 football fields away from where you started. Ski jumping looks pretty simple, right? In fact, each step of a jump from takeoff to landing requires a complex manipulation of forces: gravity, drag, lift. During his jump, a ski jumper has to put his body in 2 completely different positions, one for coming down the ramp, another for gliding through the air.
They have 2 contradictory missions. The first is on the in-run, and just before the takeoff is to gain the maximum amount of speed. In the air, they're trying to maximize the effect of the air on them, maximize the lift that's produced by their body and skis.
As the skier comes down the ramp or in-run, the air around him creates resistance, also known as drag. To minimize drag, the skier will streamline his posture.
That involves the chest parallel to the snow as much as possible, the head down, and the arms behind them.
But when the skier reaches the takeoff, he has to dramatically readjust his body, leaping forward and upward simultaneously, all in a 1/10 of a second.
When they're coming down the ramp, they have to minimize the air drag. They want the highest speed possible. But after they leave, they need lift. They want to fly like a bird.
Once in the air, the skier repositions his body to take advantage of lift, the upward force that helps him glide through the air.
Learned in the late 80s and early 90s is that by separating the skis into a V shape, you were able to get 30% more lift.
That's because higher pressure air under the skier pushing upward has a wider surface area on which to act.
It's the force of the air on the base of the skis and the chest that really provides the lift.
But this year, whichever skier uses it to best advantage will come home with the gold and the memory that at least for a few seconds, he came as close as a human being will ever get to flying.